Alrighty, so I beefed it super hard yesterday, and I uploaded a video with my vocal track muted. What's really annoying about that, the most annoying thing probably, is that I had fixed the audio issue, and I was super excited to talk about how I fixed it, and then I didn't record it. I mean, I recorded it, but I mute it so that it doesn't play back in my head, And, yeah, so we're back, but this time I will try to unmute my audio. So yeah, anyway, we'll touch on, I guess, yesterday's episode a little bit. We got to the Desert Festival early, which was expected, and then we bought a bunch of those, the foraging books, and a rock candy. That was kind of the extent of the whole day. So overall, I'm pretty happy with where we're at in the run, and I think we're on like a really positive trajectory, I guess, to kind of be done with stressing about money. We just need like 500 grand or something. I think I broke all that down yesterday too, but I don't know. Today, we have bad luck, and we're just going to chop down a bunch of trees and get our farm close-ish to being ready for the starfruit plant. It's mostly just chopping before we can turn our axe in to Clint's house or shop, whatever. And then once we do this, the next couple days we'll only have our pickaxe, and hopefully luck aligns. I think we have like 2 days to spare right now with time shifting with like when we complete certain tasks. So let's say in 2 days, if our luck is really good, we don't necessarily have to get our pickaxe or our axe and upgrade it again. We can put it off 1 day and still be good. And I believe we can do that twice. So yeah, what else are we doing? We got the backpack. We're gonna get some salads, which we need to redo again. I've already gone through all of these salads. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. What else do we need? We need like 500 grand by summer. We need to get our entire farm laid out perfectly. We don't have any like major pressing things. It's just a matter of like getting iridium to melt it, or smelt it rather. And then from there we'll just do normal stuff. This is our normal way through. And I just want to be into summer again, approaching the new content again. Like we were getting close, we were in fall, and, we're getting there again, but I just want to be out of spring, out of summer realistically. But it's just a little ways off, and, a couple episodes, or a couple days combined in one episode's been helping, but it still takes a little while, so. And I think this is the last one we're actually going to do with a lot of days in one. And then we'll go back to like the normal recordings. We keep having I keep having weird mistakes where I forget to mute and unmute and audio errors. And I'm really over that. So I just want to record the normal way I used to do it. And everything just works. Oh, something else. I did try to include some of people's favorite tracks in this episode, as a few of you gave me what your favorite Stardew tracks were, so I added those in here, as well as some of my favorites. I didn't include some of my main favorites, which are Load Game. I don't know why I didn't include that. It's like my favorite one. I don't know, I wish I could use all game music, but copyright stuff is not a headache I'm willing to deal with. So that's where we're at. And I think the rest of this week, it might be caverns like every day. And some days are better than others. Like this one was okay. And we got a pretty fair amount of iridium, but we had one day that was pretty rough. And then another day that was like just amazing. Like this is one of the best runs we've had in a while. And I think we've just got the slingshot unlocked, or the explosive ammo unlocked towards the end of this video, and that kind of changes everything a lot. So So I don't know. I was thinking at some point I need to go over what our goals are again, just so everybody's on the same page. And maybe now is the time to do that. Because right now, what we're looking to do is plant. Let me do the math again. I may have done this. I think I did this yesterday, which is kind of frustrating, but if I didn't, I'm just going to do it again. It doesn't take very long. 41 times 8 times 3. We need 984 starfruit. And that's $393,000. Plus 984 times 80. Another 80,000 basically. So we need close to $500,000 by like summer 2, I think it is, or one of the two. To get 3 separate fields of 41 sprinklers worth of starfruit, right? And with that, we'll make wine, and we'll use all that money to finish up the community center, and then get Ginger Island going, and then we'll be pretty much done with the major Skull Caverns grinding, because the Skull Caverns is how we fund all that. And once we have it through like one season, we don't really have to go back in here anymore. We can do whatever else we want. So I think we'll probably wrap it up pretty soon. Technically, we could finish the community center way earlier if we wanted to, with any excess money we have now. But I don't want to do that and then not be set up for like a good summertime. There's no point in like getting everything if we can't really make the most out of it. Like, why unlock the quarry if we're not going to have a bunch of kegs there and stuff? Because the quarry is kind of whatever. Yeah, so we have bad luck, so we might as well go and do the axe chores. We also need to plant all this kale again. But again, let's say today was a good luck day. We would have been able to not do all this and just push it off one day, and we still would have been just fine. Because we'll plant one more crop of kale today. We'll also, what we're going to do is go and get the axe and use it until like 320 and then finish upgrading it. That way we can, what's it called? That way we can use it and clear some space and maximize the amount of time we have with our tools. Because otherwise we kind of have a lot of wood that we'd have to chop later on, and I'd rather get some of it done today, get the sprinklers laid out and that kind of thing. So yeah, we need coal also. We'll have to go pick up some coal. We'll probably have to make some more furnaces. I like to have like 40-ish, something around 40. That kind of helps. So that's the situation. Oh, and a quick update about our garden, or my garden. It did hail a little bit, but it was really small hail, so it didn't really do any damage. It just, there was such heavy rain that everything is completely like covered in dirt because it was raining so hard for so long and just splashing up. So later today I'll probably go out there with like a little brush and brush all the leaves off. And that'll be kind of a, I don't know, like a 30-minute project. But really, I mean, we turned out pretty lucky given the situation. It was raining hard. And like halfway into the rain, we realized our gutters were clogged. So I was like in the rain on like a ladder, cleaning out gutters with like my hands, and it's like cold water and you're trying to like reach down a vertical gutter, and that was not ideal, but you know, we got it done. So now if it rains again, we're good. But all the water was like coming back to my house because it was just dropping straight. It was terrible. And yeah, that was like probably the worst thing that happened. Which is, all things considered, pretty good. I mean, there was no damage or anything, so it'll probably rain and maybe hail again tonight. But, you know, it is what it is. There's only so much you can do, right? Occasionally you get that reminder that, you know, as much as we've changed this world, we're not in control, you know? And the weather swoops in and just reminds you who is, I don't know, just who's powerful, right? Mother Nature is a beast and it will take us down. So I kind of like that reminder once in a while, especially when I don't, have too much of a negative experience with it. But yeah, I'm just chopping wood. It's like 3:20, so we're headed back to Clint's, and we are gonna upgrade our steel axe just so we can clear away all those different logs. And then once we get our steel axe back, we will upgrade to our hoe so we can prepare our land a little bit more efficiently. Because in those 984 spots, at the end of spring we need to have parsnips planted. And that way we don't have to till all our stuff on summer 1. Or 2, I can't remember when we have to do it. But we'll get it figured out. And the rest of the day, I mean, we're just going to place a ton of the wood flooring that we bought from Robin and get all the sprinkler areas lined up, pretty much. And then now we need to kind of continuously smelt the rest of our iridium for money. Then we need to smelt a ton of iron for explosive ammo and sprinklers, and then gold as well as what are those called? Quartz. And you'll kind of notice the pattern I did there is really bizarre, but it's just because it's the way the scarecrows work out. If you have this like the radius of where the scarecrows hit, it fits that pattern perfectly. So there's gonna be 2 scarecrows per plot, and it will fit that range, so nothing's at risk of crows eating it. So it's like 3 on top, 7 rows of 5, and then 3 on the bottom. And that gives you like the optimal quality sprinkler route. In the 2 spaces in the middle, make it so that when you convert to iridium sprinklers, you have like a perfect amount of space as well. So we'll cross that bridge later when we get to it. And then I almost forgot to plant all my kale, strangely enough. But luckily I remember at midnight. So that was that. I didn't realize that I had a skill up. I thought I was just ending, so I forgot to click yes, but it doesn't matter. And we sold a little bit of stuff. Nothing substantial. So we have like 200 grand, which isn't too bad. We just need a little over double that to get the money we need over the next 7 days or so. And what else? Oh, you know what we do need? We need to buy our deluxe speed grow on this coming Thursday to have it in time for 3 star fruit harvests. But we already have enough money for that, so it's not a pain point for us. Pain point. And gold. Lots of gold. I didn't see the luck. I'm guessing it was good. I don't know. Because I think we go to the caverns today. Oh, my voice is being weird. I hope I remember. I guess I'll double check that I actually record this time and not mute it. Oh, this is the day I was thinking of that wasn't very fruitful. We got a decent amount of iridium, but we can do better, but I just didn't want to do it again. Sometimes you just are not in the mood to replay, especially when you're trying to blast through to get to an end game, you know what I mean? You're less inclined to restart numerous days, unless they're really, really bad. But that just isn't the case here. I think I did some math, and as long as I get 200 iridium a day, we're good. Maybe it's 300, I don't remember exactly, but we got 7 days-ish to get 400,000, is that right? 200 iridium divided by 5 times 1,500, 60,000. Let's say we can only go 5 days, that's 300 grand, so yeah, 200 I think is, back of the napkin math kind of stuff, but 200 is fine. And we generally hit somewhere around there. And then our better days will be 300, 400, and they'll make up for those shortcomings. So, and what are we at? 185? Is that what that said? So we'll be close to that 200 even on a worse day. Oh, I did. No, this isn't loading. This is the fall song. This is like one of the best. I think this is one of the best season pieces of music. I don't really care for the summer music at all, which is coming up next. But it's too, like, bubbly for me. It's just not my jam. I feel like there's more feeling put into this for whatever reason. And that may not be the case. I don't know. I don't know the guy who made it, so. Eric. I think that's his name, right? Eric Barone or something. I really, you know what I do want to do? I do want to go to the Stardew Valley concert. I think that'd be really cool. Or the symphony. I think it's a symphony performance. That would be nice. I don't know. Just kind of hear the music in a different light would be really cool. I kind of feel like I'm all over the place today. Like I have more energy than I normally do. I don't know why that is. We just took a walk around the neighborhood. As I live in a mid-century modern kind of neighborhood. And sometimes it's fun to just look around and look at the other mid-mods. I love mid-mod houses. And there's just so many of them around here that I just love looking at them. I know they're everywhere in like California or whatever, but there's not a ton of them here, so it's kind of nice to be near them, you know, and be able to see them and enjoy them. I just like a flat, like compound-looking structure. It's cool. Huge windows. And it's pretty neat. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, we're back in the caverns. Another day, you know. This is our first day with explosive ammo, and probably our best run yet. I think we get a pretty fat amount of iridium. And we'll skip ahead like I do, but I think I do like talking more while I'm playing Skull Caverns instead of voicing it over. And that's mostly because, like, I don't know, I don't really want to watch what I'm doing or did and talk about what I did unless it's chores. Like, the chores are so much more fun to me than Skull Caverns dive in retrospect. I think I enjoy the mindless Skull Caverns once you're like fully in the swing of things. But the chores, I like recording them and being able to focus on like routing without having to talk. I don't know, maybe I like both, but like this is a jam. It's very good. But it's just not, man, maybe I do like this. I'm just trying to picture like what I would be doing in real life while listening to this. Because like fall music, I can picture myself just like chilling and it's rainy outside and having a good time. Just like reading a book or whatever. Or watching like Lord of the Rings or something. But this, I don't know, I don't picture myself doing anything to it. I'm trying to and I just can't get there. It's pretty funky, but I don't like garden listening to the upbeat music. I'm trying to think of what role like upbeat music has in my life. And there really isn't much of one. Maybe like if I'm at work and I need to kind of get amped up for something I don't want to do, then I'll probably throw on something upbeat, like some ridiculous upbeat like techno or something. But on my normal day-to-day, I guess working out, if I'm like in the gym, I want something upbeat to kind of get motivated, you know? I don't really want, you know, Bon Iver or something like super downer. It doesn't get you amped up to work out, to lift heavy stuff. Not that I'm like in the gym very often, but when I am, you know, I want some jock jams, you know? I do want to get back into a better fitness regimen. Just because, like, I don't know, my hands are still like a little trash, you know? They're like, because for a while my hands were messed up, right? And now, like, they're mostly fine, but they get sore really quickly. So it makes some stuff hard in the gym. But I think if I just focused on improving that, I'd be better off. Plus, it'd be fun to be like super buff for no reason. Because again, like I always talk about how I'm like a small dude, right? I'm like a petite gentleman, as I usually phrase it. Because I'm not tall, I'm 5'9". So I'm pretty tiny, but, and I'm like pretty skinny too. Like I'm not skinny as a rail or anything. I'm like 160. So like pretty average build, I think. But I think it would be funny if I just got super jacked one summer. That'd probably make me feel better, you know, because I'm not overweight, but I'm not like in great shape. But I bet I would feel healthier. I mean, diet is a big part of that. My diet is pretty bad, but like I'm eating a corn dog right now, just as an example. Well, I'm not actively. I mean, it's sitting there. I'm looking at it, and it looks delicious. And I'm gonna eat it as soon as I finish this recording. But I already had one right before I recorded this. 2 corn dogs. So in no way am I like a picture of health, but I eat vegetables, I guess, sometimes. I grow a lot of them. Does that count? What I kind of want to do is like, I think it'd be fun to convert to like a fully, not like vegetarian diet, but like a self-sustaining diet with like eggs from my own chickens and, you know, vegetables from my own garden, so on and so forth. Kind of just live as though that's all we have available. And that would probably put me in a lot better shape because, you know, I'm not going to make my own corn dog. And I'm not going to like, I guess I would end up eating almost no meat. Which is fine. Because I don't want to like slaughter chickens so much. It seems like a messy process that I'm not particularly into. But I mean, eggs I'm fine with. So I guess that's kind of not meat, but meat adjacent. I do like, oh man, I would never be able to do it though. Is there certain foods that I really like that I could never grow? Or like coffee, for example. I can't grow my own coffee, even if I wanted to. I just don't have the climate for it. That would be too hard to give up. Same with like citrus. Any kind of citrus I can't grow. Tea I can't grow. A lot of stuff like that. So it'd be tough to go to a fully like self-sustaining garden unless we did trading, you know. And then trading's a big part of that too, right? Because if I have a friend who's like a dairy farmer, you know, I might as well trade with him or her. I don't know. I'm not going to do it anytime soon, not until we get better established. But it would be neat to see how long we could go without spending any money on groceries. But who knows? I think the hard part is like drinks, mostly. I mean, water is obviously fine. And you could do like herbal teas pretty easily. But I like a cup of coffee, you know. There's no like, there's local roasters, sure, but unless you have a greenhouse with idealized conditions, you're not going to get, you're not going to grow a lot of coffee. But maybe you could, I don't know, maybe I'm just, if I decide to actually do it, you know, I'll do it with more research in mind, obviously. But, you know, what are you going to do? We'll get there if we get there. I hope the audio has been good so far. I haven't checked. I don't know, I just checked. It seemed like it was fine. So, I'm not as excited about it being fixed now. But I am happy if it works. If I unmute it, I still can't believe I did that. And it was like right when I like made a Discord and like, it's pretty, or not made a Discord, but invited people to a Discord. Like, cool, now this is how I found out my video is not anything. But yeah, this is a good day. I think we're at almost 300 iridium. So, I don't know, pretty good. Oh, this is a good one too. I guess the summer music is pretty good. I just like the little, I don't know what instrument this would be, but some kind of horn. It just feels like one of those nice warm summer days, I guess. Just chilling at the beach or in a backyard or whatever it is. That's good. I lied earlier when I said I didn't like it. I do like it. It's so good. I think I also just like... It's like with certain games you have music that you tie to it, even if it's not actually in the game. Like in this game, obviously the starting music I tie to a really overwhelmingly positive experience I've had with the game. But let's say like World of Warcraft, right? I love playing that game, but I almost exclusively listen to the band Cake when I play WoW. So every time I hear Cake, I think of like the best days I had playing WoW. I like having that connection. It's kind of fun. With Stardew, I just never listen to anything but Stardew music while I play because it's just so good. WoW music is not... I've never enjoyed WoW music that much. There was some good music in it, but I don't know. It was just one of those games where it was really easy just to throw in headphones and listen to whatever else you wanted. And not some kind of ambience. And I didn't see how much iridium I got. I hope it was a decent amount. Yeah, we got a ton of iridium cheese. So that makes up for any bad days we may have in the future. Puts us in a relatively decent spot for summertime. So, like I said, I think this is the last episode we do that's a ton of days in one. And from here on out, we'll go to the longer videos that are just me talking while I play. This could be a lie. This may not be true. The next video very well may be a bunch mashed together. I don't know. I'm just saying words. So, there's that. But anyway, I think this is the last day, so I will see you all tomorrow, and hopefully you can hear me talking.